Tried to hit Kelvin Cato, who usually has good soft hands. This ball gets by him. It's pretty hot.
Well, it was a hot pass, but the simple play is the best play, and that's what got the Trailblazers in a scramble situation. They were going for something sensational, and even though they scrambled out of it, they wanted to get a score.
Dwan Wheat in the game. That little jump hook at close range is deadly, and that time missed it, and now we got a foul call, or is it out of bounds? Foul called on Raheem.
Well, Raheem's upset with himself because he got a clear look at the basket on his last possession. Tried to come back, make a steal, just came through Augment.
That's only the first foul on Raheem. And the third team foul.
If it's 3 team fouls, Trailblazers could be shooting a lot of free throws for the rest of this ball game. Wallace down deep.
Oh, boy, that was one of those show and tell jobs. He showed it, he took it back, and on the way down, he released it 76 to 58. Sam Mack from way outside.
Well, Mack has had a game where he's knocked down 8 3-pointers already this season. Jackson open in the corner.
Blazers good angles as they spread the floor very well, and that time they knocked the ball away. And it was Mack who knocked it away, and here comes Wheat. And at close range, tries to hit Raheem.
Got a 3-on-1.
Beautiful touch pass. Jimmy Jackson knew it. Pump fake, tries it again. And here comes Chilcutt.
And Jackson looks at the official, but he knows he should have finished that play. Wheat with a loose cannon.
And Damon. And the crowd getting a little uneasy here at GM Place. Well, it's up and down, north and south time now with 9:03 to play in the fourth quarter. An 18-point Blazers lead, 76 to 58. Wheat. And Rasheed Wallace again with a rebound. He's got 5, and the Blazers lead the board, battled by 5, and a foul call that the Blazers end. Timeout. 76-58 Portland. Is open at Springfield to get those numbers.
Raheem out of the ball game, Reeves in, so that means they're going to kind of focus on trying to get Reeves in the game offensively. Sam Mack out on the outside. Parks with a miss.
They ran the play well. They just can't find the hoop. And Greg Anthony in with Jimmy Jackson, Kelvin Cato, Stacey Augmon, Rasheed Wallace. And a good chance for Mike Dunleavy to give some of his guys a rest with Sacramento late in the week.
Trying to get Wallace down on the post. He's got a little guy Wheat on him, and they come for a deep 3 with Greg Anthony.
Anthony rolls that shoulder back. That shoulder where he's got some problems. Tendinitis. And he just kind of popped it back into place after he hit the long ball. And it's now 79-58. Blazers by 21. Reeves and Cato locked up, and Kelvin will get the foul. With Blazers trying to improve on their best record in the NBA. Oh, that sounds terrific. Chilcutt got a nice little ring to it.
But it's been a week of which they have really made people believe that this is a team that's as good as that record because they beat teams that other people have said these are better teams. They're going to get Reeves a goaltend on this hoop by Rasheed Wallace.
Goaltend and a foul. It could have been 3 seconds, but that never happened. 79-60, the Blazers.
The whistle comes on Augmon on the hold, and Wallace goes up for the swat, and they give him the hoop. So that's the first basket of the fourth quarter for the Grizzlies.
This is his first basket of the game, Steve. What's happened to him? You think it's just that he came back so out of shape, or everybody pretty much caught up to what he's doing? They've got him scouted so well, they know what every move he's going to make.
He's an offensive player, and he's not getting the opportunities he got. When he first came here, they featured him. They went to him a lot. You watch, they don't go to him nearly as much, and that makes it difficult for him. He's got to get a rhythm. When he gets in that rhythm, he scores them in bunches, and he's not been able to get that kind of bunch of rhythm going.
Against Dwan Wheat. Greg Anthony, and it's deflected by Sam Mack out of bounds. And it'll be the Blazers' ball with 11 seconds.
Crotty in the ball game.
John did nicely last night when he came on. Jimmy Jackson on the miss, and Sam Mack with the rebound. 6:42 remaining. Knocked away by Anthony. Augman, excuse me. Jimmy Jackson, and he rings the bell.
Jackson, who started clean, that's a nice jump shot for him, but he went into a mini drought. He's got 4 in the quarter.
Yeah, one area that the Grizzlies have not helped themselves tonight is in their through ball shooting. They're 0 for 5. Blazers have made 7 threes.
Well, that's their best 3-ball shooter right there, Sam Mack, bringing it to the rim.
Just a moment ago in the action, we have a technical foul that was just called.
Kelvin Cato.
Yep, technical foul.
Augman reached around. Sam Mack didn't have control of that ball, didn't see the defense, and even though Cato gets a little bit of push, he's able to get himself under control, leave it for Jackson in an easy deuce.
A 21-point Blazers lead with 6:17 to play in regulation. And Sam Mack will go to the foul line.
May get back in this. Mack gets all 3 free throws.
And now it's 81-63.
But it's a 5-point quarter for the Grizzlies so far. In the fourth, Travel Jackson.
Jim Jackson. Now, you know, keep referring to that first meeting between the two teams, and Mike Dunleavy would be the first to remind his team of this. When you play defense against this team, you can shut them down. He held them to 10 points in the third quarter in that first meeting. They're doing a little of the same here in the fourth. Bryant Reeves. And he just did manage to squeeze that one down. And it's now 81-65. So a mini run here of 5 straight. Crotty against Juwan Wheat.
Trailblazers, you know that they have a penalty situation. What you'd like to do is move ball, move people driving it to the rim. Don't settle for the outside shot. Augman with a nice save.
Augman has been an active player here tonight. 5 rebounds in 17 minutes. John Crotty with the shot clock at 12. Jermaine to Jimmy Jackson. And Wheat with a rebound and down to the 5-minute mark. Cherokee Parks. Chilcutt keeps it live. Crotty's got it. Touch pass ahead. Jimmy Jackson. And Jackson with a breakaway 2. And the Blazers out rebounding the Grizzlies 13-5 here in this fourth quarter.
Now 6 in the quarter for Jackson. Sam Mack pulling the trigger again.
Jermaine. Blazers by 18. Help and recover by Parks.
Here's someone take him. And what O'Neal can do is use his quickness against Reeves. Got a good call that time because he was behind the basket trying to make a shot.
And Big Country's picked up number 5. Boy, you don't think he goes home talking to himself every night. Big Country. Been a rough season for him. That's one way of relaxing.
That's the Stoudemire foot, and remember, giving him a little problem from last night. He's going to be out of the ball game for the rest of this evening.
Bruised heel is what they're saying. Went up and came down awkwardly off a breakaway. He came down on the inline on a TV cable, I believe, and just bruised the heel. But he played hard again tonight. Jackson trying to clear ahead to Augman.
Well, Augman didn't have a chance to find out where that ball was. I mean, he was out in front of the pack, but nowhere near the ball, and just came right back to the Grizzlies. Parks trying to score on a sweep across the middle.
Saved by Jermaine. And the Blazers now have got the Grizzlies in a tough spot. The Grizzlies are starting to circle the drain. John Crotty with an almost great driving left-hand banker.
Portland with all of the breaks in the hustle area right now as they come up with that loose ball. Reeves couldn't control it. Wallace out of the ball game. Augman out of the ball game. Williams, Cato in.
Wallace with 25 minutes, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Augman with 19 minutes. Did not score, but he had 5 rebounds and some solid defense on Raheem. Felipe Lopez will come back in. Big Country goes to the side. Now they go with Parks in the middle. And a foul, and Jimmy Jackson going down hard. Well, the Grizzlies are having their troubles. They're 2 for 12 in the quarter, 7 points.
They're allowing the Trailblazers. Well, I think it's a style of play. You've got to come up with an adaptable style of play, and they've got a lot of people that just can't shoot deep. And if you play the kind of game which is inside-outside, you're going to have nights when you're not scoring the ball. They got slashing, driving types of players.
And that slashing effort by Wheaton gets him a foul from John Crotty and 2 shots at the line. Well, the Grizzlies are over the foul limit. They have been for a minute. The Blazers now.
Entire evening, and this time it's just a tap ahead, and the kind that make the play very easy, but Crotty has to get to it and enough awareness to push it ahead. Jim Jackson with a throwdown.
The last time these two clubs got together, Steve, first of all, we're reminded that BP keeps you moving. We're trying to move through some of these numbers because these are interesting. The last time they played, the Blazers held the Grizzlies to 29 points and 16% shooting in the second half. Now tonight, they just equal at 29 points in the second half, and we have 3:15 to play. And they're shooting under 30% here in this half. So a modest improvement, I'd say. Crotty passes and goes away. Comes back on top and gets it. Foul line jumper, lips and down. 88-66. Attaboy, John. Getting a chance to play. 2 points. Mike Dunleavy using his bench very well again tonight. The one thing that Mike has done, Steve, which I think is commendable, is that when he gets somebody that's going good, he usually gives him a pretty good run. He'll stay with him. Foul called on that play. Kelvin Cato.
Cato's had a tough time. He's trying to look over the bench and say, I'm not going to say anything, but Lopez trying to dance on his own, will come back to the baseline and on the way to getting to his...
The sands of time are slipping through the hourglass here for the Grizzlies.
Trying to post O'Neal. Didn't quite get himself set to hold off Chilcutt. He tips it out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock coming back.
2:26 on the game clock. Back screen by Jim Jackson. Fakes it. And then on the inbound, here they come.
Lopez, as a defender, is very good in the passing lane. That time stepped across, made a steal, trying to drive it.
Parks to Wheaton, just barely saves it with 10 on the shot clock. Sam Mack, that's where he's good. That's where he is good. Sam Mack, who signed with Houston originally, is an undrafted free agent. And that is the first three-point shot by the Grizzlies tonight. Roddy. Mack, just so you know, last year was a 41% three-point shooter.
Matt trying to go back-to-back with Hoops, now in the corner for another three.
Rebound to Jermaine. Walt Williams. Back door. Scoop to the hoop, no. And now they're trying to run with 1:20 to play. Blocked by Walt Williams. Back door, Lopez. Oh, he's got some pretty good fundamentals. And he just has an instinct for the rim. Nice pass, Jermaine, from Jimmy Jackson. What a pass by Jim Jackson.
Everybody else was a little slow and late on the break, and he was the guy that came in, threw that down with some authority.
Here's a discrepancy. The Blazers with 27 assists, the Grizzlies with 11. Big. And Parks working hard inside, not finding any way to get it to go.
Well, it's a difficult game for Parks when he plays with it back to the basket, and he hasn't realized it yet. He keeps posting, but he hasn't finished a lot of those plays. He likes to look at the basket.
made 2 shots and he's missed 8. Kelvin inside, strong against Parks and holds his ground, and now Lopez will bring it up, and we're down to the final 20 seconds.
Mack looking at a 3. Well, you get Cato something right here. Jackson says no. I'll take it myself.
So it's 92-71, and right now the Blazers with 71 points, equaling the 71 they gave up last night. And those are low marks for an opponent this year in points scored, but it's now 73. So that's how it's going to end, 92-73. And the first Blazers player to score 20 points tonight, have to check it and make sure, Jimmy Jackson. And Anita Rensing picked Walt Williams as tonight first to 20. So all we can do is say thanks for playing, Anita, and try again at your Northwest Dodge dealers. So the Blazers with a win. They've won 7 straight.